Greetings, I'm the Backstreet Media Reviewer. For today's video, I decided to rename my new miniseries, No Review, I Refuse. In this series, I will be relaying out my list of reasons as to why I refuse to watch a certain movie, TV series, game, you name it. It turns out, recently a trailer has dropped, and before such trailer has launched, the announcement of the subject of today's video has had absolutely every single Potterhead talking, with photos of behind the scenes shots and the actors in costumes. And if you get the hint or no, then the subject of today's video is the Harry Potter Reboot series coming to HBO. And to tell you the truth, as an avid fan of the books in my childhood, as well as the original movies since the 2000s, I wasn't very excited about this series. I mean, sure, there's a few things about it that look nice, but there are also some things I noticed that others probably haven't, that kind of deviate from both the books and the movies. And now, here are my reasons as to why I refuse to watch and review this upcoming reboot series. Number one, it's pointless. I mean, think about it. There already is a complete movie series that went from year 1 to year 7. Do we really need to see another reboot, especially considering we are in a period where movie and show reboots are completely unnecessary, and yet Hollywood and studio bigwigs are insistent on creating remake after remake after reboot, one after another? If you ask me personally, I'd say most of the time, no, it's not necessary. Especially, it's considering the outcries and madness that J.K. Rowling has been spiraling into as of late. I feel like the show is only going to pander to those who believe the movies left out too much from the books to make them hate the movies for these small details, and to pander to J.K. Rowling herself, considering she's actually working behind the scenes on this reboot. Number two, it's hypocritical. As it turns out, the makers intended for the show possibly to make it more faithful to the books than the movies ever were. Where does the hypocrisy stem from, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. I found in some interview snippets with the show's writer, Andy Greenwald, who has actually admitted this one thing. He has not read books in its entirety. He has only read some of them to his daughter until she was old enough to read them on her own. And not to mention, he claimed he did not like the idea of a rigorous adaptation of the books despite admitting it would be successful. How much more stupid can you possibly get? Number three, some characters don't look the way they should. Part of this reason kind of stems from what I mentioned before my first reason. And by the way, no, it is not about Snape, okay? It's not about the casting of a black actor to play the character alone. While certain kinds of casting may be an issue to some viewers and reviewers, but that's not the focus on this reason. For me personally, it's the Dursleys. Uncle Vernon and Dudley are originally established as huge and fat, even when the movies got that right. When you look at the shots of the two in the show and in behind-the-scenes photos they've dropped, they look thin than they should be fat. Vernon is supposed to be huge and beefy, and he has very little neck and a large mustache. And Dudley is porky. The movies actually got that right. Vernon here looks more average than he does beefy, and Dudley certainly doesn't look porky in the series. Now, I will admit, they actually did a good job with the casting for the Golden Trio, with Dominic McLaughlin, Alistair Stout, and Arabella Stanton. They do look the parts. But to be honest with you, I just don't think they can beat Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson. And number four, it just doesn't appeal to me very much. It looks really well made, I will admit, but it doesn't really feel like it's drawing me into the world like the movies did, and still do today. And speaking of today, all I will say about J.K. Rowling is that I believe in separating the art from the artist in her case, considering the statements she's been making lately. I can still enjoy the Harry Potter books and the movies while not agreeing with those words she said and still says since then. And those reasons are why the Harry Potter reboot is a no review, I refuse for me. If you're excited for this series, great. I will not hold a grudge against you. You're entitled to your own opinion. and I will respect that. This is the Backstreet Media Reviewer saying, as Albus Dumbledore once said, although we may come from different places, speak in different tongues, our hearts beat as one. You remember that, and our friends, neighbors, and families will not die in vain, especially in times as trying as the period we live in now.